It's the final day of the conference, and delegates are poised to draft and adopt resolutions.
If the security personnel around the archaeological sites are really strong. But on the other hand, countries with weak security systems should opt for sending their archaeological artifacts to museums for safekeeping. Thank you.
Thank you, Yame.
All the committees end their session and the delegates convene for the closing ceremony, where awards are given to the deserving delegates. 4 delegates from the Ghanaian delegation get the coveted Honorable Mention Award, and will listen to their views on the entire Model UN process and their journey so far.
I'm pretty much excited because I really learned ever since I was in Ghana. I didn't get some time to sleep, and I now know that all this work has paid off. Of course, one of the conference was really neck-racking because you could see that there were plenty of competitors over there who really wanted to win awards. I just couldn't believe my name was part of the honorable mention list.
I'm very, very happy that I won this award, and it's all thanks to my partner Smart. He really, really helped me, and I also thank God for bringing me this far.
I'm very excited about me winning an award because this is my first time here in New York, and all my efforts have been paid off. And I really put much effort into it, and right now I can see that God has really given me something to celebrate about. I'll just keep on with my good work, continue LifeLink maybe next year, and then we see what happens.
Yes, I'm very excited because I contributed a lot, and I think I deserve it. Well, I'm going to continue to be confident like this and bold, and stand in front of public, and also have that confidence to speak to people, because I was really shy before I came to LifeLink, and it has made my career very nice, and I appreciate it.
Some delegates, however, are sad that they did not win awards. On the whole, delegates performed very well, and they are being commended for the good work done. It's now time for delegates to relax after a long day's work. Delegates are invited to a boat cruise where they have time to interact with other delegates in a more relaxed atmosphere. They enjoy some good music and some dancing as well.
See, I just came back from Ghana, and I want to share this dance that everyone was doing over there. QB tried to show me how to do it. He sat me down in this place, and he said to me, "Views." Nobody want to see you rising, and when they do, they don't even like it. They just want to see you deep in crisis. Drive yourself, you don't need a license. Holler her, she can even ride it. Go ahead, move your feet just like this. Then he showed me the latest. We walk over them haters. Now what you do, man, azonto, azonto, azonto. Now watch me do my azonto, azonto, azonto. Now watch me do my azonto.
The delegates are treated to a pleasant surprise as the ambassador of Ghana to the United Nations, Honorable Ken Kanda, invites the delegates to dinner in a Ghanaian restaurant in New York. The delegates are treated to some good Ghanaian dishes as they interact with the ambassador. The ambassador congratulated all the delegates on their achievements, giving a special mention to the award winners.
of Ghana woman. It's going to be
He admonished the delegates, especially the female ones, to work harder to achieve their dreams, especially those who want to pursue careers in diplomacy and international affairs.
Young ladies, another promise you want to make to me today, that you are going to move forward. Yes. You promised me that? Yes. You remember, have you all heard of Dr. Agri? Dr. Bridget Agri. He was an illustrious son of Ghana. You know, he was the one who said, if you educate a man, you educate an individual. You know it. Yes. But if you educate a woman, you educate the whole community.
The President of the Republic of Ghana, in his recent trip to the US, took time off his schedule to interact with the Model UN delegates, and some of the delegates took advantage of the opportunity to ask the President a few questions.
Created in the International Model UN, of which we won 4 of the 36 awards from 1,500 students. We are here again to participate for the one in the DC. And it might interest you to know that some of them have had the opportunity to come here because of the efforts of your government through the Foreign Minister, Honorable Mumuni, and again through Honorable Haruna Idrisu, which this year made it possible for us to have students from the Ningo area as well as Sopon area through the information communication centers that had been set up by the government. The whole Model UN process requires that you have access to internet facilities. So in the past, for the past 10 years, we have not been able to expand it to those in the interior and where the facilities were not there because they were not able to do the research and also participate in such events without this facility. So last year, once Haruna gave us the support through the UNDP, they have set up the community information centers together with MTN in Go and also in Salt Pond. We use that as a pilot project to see how students there are going to fare. Amazingly, we selected 10 of them for our UN Day celebrations, which is organized every year by the Foreign Ministry, and we had about 30 of them to participate from there. Interestingly, they did well as the students who were in Accra and Tema who had the facility. So we thought it was a good opportunity to have them also participate from those communities, also participate in this international conference, and also see that the efforts that is being made to bridge the digital divide, especially in terms of IT, is very important. That students who just have access to just these facilities can make it just like any other persons and any other students in the world who make it to the Model UN annually. They want to show appreciation. Some of them will have questions they want to ask you about getting this opportunity. Already some of them have thrown something to the ambassador when we were here last week as to why some of the things they are seeing here is not back in our country. So
I'm extremely happy to see you here this morning. And I'm not surprised that some of you have won awards. It confirms our assertion that when given the opportunity, the Ghanaian can rise to the very top. It's a question of making sure that the opportunities, the resources, and facilities are equitably distributed. And I'm happy that you represent a cross-section of our students in Ghana. The experience that you've been able to acquire will be with you for the rest of your life. I'm sure before you came, you had all kinds of ideas, but you've seen the other side. What you've seen is exactly what is going to enable you build the future for yourself. You went to the UN, you saw how the debating is done, how people do so with arguments, advancing arguments, and not using intemperate language. I think that it is important that you young people are taught the right things. I wish we could sponsor even more of you to come and see the other side. But you have to begin in a rather small way. But I believe that as time goes on and our resources are available, we'll be able to get more and more of your colleagues involved in this. But even then, it's like sowing a seed. You represent the seed. And I'm sure when you go back, you'll be able to influence your colleagues in some ways by telling them about your experiences. You will also be helping them to learn what you have been able to learn. I wish you all the best. Look at things very critically, ask the necessary questions, and pray for your country that we can also develop to this level, and we can also attract, as I know we've been doing, students from other countries. So may the good Lord be with you. And I also want to say a big thank you to the teachers who have accompanied you and to the leader. And I can see from your faces that they are taking very good care of you. So once again, have a happy time in the US. We are waiting for you in Ghana, and we'll give you an appropriate reception when you come. Thank you very much.
Waste management in Ghana is very poor, thereby bringing about the spread of diseases, which makes the money which will be used for development used for drugs. So what measures are being put in place to solve this problem?
Well, but waste management is very important. Very, very important, and we have to concentrate on that. When you go around here, you can see the difference. Do you see any waste here? It's because it's being properly managed. So I would say that that is basic. Unless there's proper waste management, you can't control diseases, the spread of diseases. You find that there is pollution. You also find that the whole society is, instead of moving forward, moving backwards. Luckily, there are quite a number of companies and organizations which are interested in helping us to develop our waste management techniques. So once we're able to solve that problem, we'll be solving other problems as well.
Thank you very much. In Central Region, that is the education factor. They have poor infrastructure. For instance, some communities like Accra, Esachu, Isam, and all other ones, sometimes even when it rains, they find it very difficult to concentrate. They have to go home before, when it stops raining, that is when they come. So I'm appealing, on behalf of them, I am appealing that you help them, and also to ask you what are some of the things that can be done for them. And also one of the most important things is that teaching and learning materials also matters a lot. For instance, just like we learning this ICT, we know that in the remote areas, that is these communities that I've mentioned, they do not have access to all those teaching and learning materials. So for instance, if they are learning about ICT, we need something to represent what they are actually learning in order for them to understand. And so I am also appealing, I'm also asking that something should be done for them. Provision of infrastructure and also teaching and learning materials. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Well, I'm happy you mentioned Accra. It's in my constituency as well, Ekumfi. Yes, we are aware of the peculiar problems confronting Ekumfi. And I'm not surprised that you are highlighting some of them. You will see that some work is going on in the Ekumfi area. We can see that they are deprived. And therefore, we have put them in a priority program to make sure that they are not affected by some of the things that you have outlined. If you also listen to me in my State of the Nation address, I made mention to the fact that we have an ongoing program to distribute computers, laptops, to all the schools. And this is because there are people who take exams in ICT without ever having seen or touched a computer. So it's an ongoing process, and I'm sure many, many more of our schools are going to benefit from this. Incidentally, when I was in Togo about a month ago, the Togolese head of state, His Excellency for Yasimbe, discussed with me the possibility of our countries teaming up so that we would be able to have access to cheaper laptops, and that he wanted me to nominate someone to represent Ghana. I have done so, and I'm sure that very soon we'll begin to see the benefits that will be derived from this kind of arrangement.
There is no good drinking water. This affects us because since there is no good drinking water, we drink from the rivers, and some of the animals too drink somewhere. And this brings about diseases. We get affected with some of the diseases. So please, how are you going to solve this problem?
You know, we recognize this problem, and one of the things we currently are doing is the provision of boreholes. We are constructing boreholes all over the place. We're also working on the pond project, which is going to add about 40 million gallons of water to the water supply in the Accra region. But at the moment, we believe that if we have the borehole system, it will be able to solve quite a number of the problems that you are talking about. As time goes on, we'll make sure that instead of boreholes, we have the conventional water supply system.
Et ne porte pas d'amour, encore moins de médailles. Mais par contre, elle porte nos enfants. Ne crois-tu pas que ça mérite là?
The next day, delegates take advantage of the beautiful weather to go shopping, as this is their final day in the United States of America.
Mais par contre, elle porte nos enfants. Ne crois-tu pas que ça mérite là un peu de respect, de reconnaissance? Écoute, écoute bien. Regarde, tu verras. N'aie pas peur de ça. En elle, moi je crois. Regarde.